Today we are going to discuss about NEET UG MCQs. Okay. So myself Dr. Sheban, postgraduated from Madras Medical College. Okay. Today this is our part 42. See, my first question itself is a previous repeat MCQ. Match the following. They have asked this question. Inborn errors of metabolism. Which disease? Inborn error of metabolism. Which disease? Any idea? Inborn error of metabolism. Match the following. Phenylketonuria. Phenylketonuria. Match the following. Which of the following disease? Phenylketonuria. Don't forget the question. Inborn error of metabolism is phenylketonuria. PHENYL. Carrier. CARRIER. If you see this word, you must answer carrier of genetic information. Always answer, no confusion, just click DNA. Carrier of genetic information. So mutation means what? MUTATION. Mutation means simply you can remember a change in genetic material. Change in genetic material. Very easy to remember. Mutation means change in genetic material. Or they can ask, change in genetic material is called what? That time you must answer mutation. This square symbol, blue color, square symbol means what? In a pedigree chart, square blue color means, you can see this page number. Okay, means what? Male. Okay, see, all the MCQs I have prepared from your NCERT 12th standard textbook. Okay, you can check that book, textbook also. What is this diagram, blue color? What does it mean? It means sex unspecified. This is how you should prepare for NEET. Sex unspecified. What does this mean? Square blue and a round blue. What does this mean? There is one line connecting this. Only one line. If there are two lines, answer is different. One line connecting. What is your answer? Means mating. Round means round color, blue color. Round blue means what? As per pedigree, it is a female. See, round and two lines. Two lines are connected. Okay. So what does it mean? What does it mean? Consanguineous mating or mating between relatives. Two lines will be there. Okay. Don't forget the two lines. What does this mean? 5. Like this, what does it mean? 5 unaffected offspring. 5 unaffected offspring. What does this mean? What does this mean? Any idea? Red is square. What is the idea? Parents with male child affected by the disease. Male child affected by the disease. Alternation in DNA sequence. Very simple MCQ, but direct MCQ. Alternation in DNA sequence is called what? This is how you should prepare for NEET. Alternation in DNA sequence is called, because direct MCQ, no thinking. What is your answer? Mutation. Alternation in DNA sequence. Let me see how brilliant you are. In mutation, both DNA and RNA are changed. This is how they will confuse you. In DNA, in mutation, both the DNA and RNA are altered, are changed. What is your question? Answer. What is your answer? True. 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 Which of the following leads to variation of DNA? True or false? Which of the following leads to variation in DNA? What will be your answer? No logic. What is your answer? Direct answer, mutation. Just answer, mutation. Okay. The word recombination is characteristic of which of the following? What will be your answer? Recombination. Okay. Any idea? Recombination. Mutation. Recombination. Mutation. Chromosomal aberrations. When you see the word aberrations, you must answer one important answer. Chromosomal aberrations are seen in cancer cells, or they can give match the following. Cancer cells, you must answer chromosomal aberration. Okay. What do you mean by the word frame shift? FRAME, frame shift, SHIFT. Frame shift, any idea? Frame shift is a type of what? Is a type of mutation. Frame shift is a type of mutation. Base pairs, BASE, base pairs. If you see this word, you must always answer what? Base pairs of DNA. Base pairs of DNA. Base pair is the keyword. If you see base pair, you must always answer frame shift mutation, and one more thing I will tell later. Frame, FRAME, frame shift mutation. Don't forget base pair of DNA altered in. Or they can ask, in frame shift mutation, what is the actual problem? That time you must answer base pair of DNA, not RNA involved. What is the reason for sickle cell anemia? Sickle cell anemia, reason. Any idea? Sickle cell anemia. The answer is point mutation. Or they will ask, what is the name one example for point mutation? That time you should answer sickle cell anemia, and that time don't forget Sheben. Okay. Change in double base pair. Change in double base pair of DNA is called point mutation. Double, DOUBLE. What is your answer? Double. Is it double or triple? What is your answer? Double or triple or quadruple? Very repeat MCQ. So many times they have asked. Single. So what is the answer? Change in single pair of DNA is called point mutation. This itself is a separate MCQ. RNA is involved in mutation. True or false? RNA is involved in mutation. True or false? Never. Cancer cells are due to just now I told you, cancer cells are due to chromosomal aberration. Example of a mutagen, mutagen. Any idea? mutagen. Any idea? Ultraviolet radiation. Ultraviolet, not infrared. Ultraviolet. Deletion and insertion. Can you tell me the question for deletion insertions? Any idea? Seen in base pair of DNA in frame shift mutation. They will give this and they will give 4 choices. That time they will keep either deletion or insertion and make you confused. We should know the question, not the answer. Deletion, insertion. What is the question? Seen in base pair of DNA in frame shift mutation. Classical example of supercoiled form. What is the classical example? Supercoiled form. Any idea? Be very careful while answering this. DNA helix on chromatin. They will confuse the RNA. DNA helix in chromatid. What is the question? You forgot the question. Supercoiled. Okay. DNA helix in chromatin. In alleles, genes are found single. True or false? These are rank deciding MCQs. In alleles, genes are found in single. True or false? ALLE. What is your answer? It is a false statement. Dominant factor expressed in heterozygous condition. True or false? Dominant character expressed in heterozygous condition. True or false? Any idea? It is a true statement. Recessive expression occurs only in homozygous condition. True or false? Recessive homozygous. True or false? Yes, the answer is correct. Recessive only in homozygous. What do you mean by the word alleles? ALLELES. Repeat MCQs. Alleles. What is the alleles? Genes found in pairs are called alleles. Or they will ask, genes found in pairs is called what? That time you should answer allele. Both way they can ask this question. ALLELES. What is the question? Genes found in pairs. Genes found in pairs, not single. In pair is called allele. Repeat MCQ. The chromosomes which are different in two sexes are called autosomes. The chromosomes which are different in two sexes are called autosomes. The chromosomes which are different in both sexes are called autosomes. True or false? Different are called, if they are different, they are called autosomes. If they are different, they are called autosomes. Read the question. The chromosomes which are different in two sexes are called autosomes, means different. Study that deals with principles of inheritance is called what? Study that deals with principles of inheritance. Principles of inheritance is called genetics. Study that deals with principle of inheritance is called genetics. Pea plant was studied by whom? PEA. Pea plant was studied by Mendel. Pea plant was studied by Mendel. Principle of inheritance. Principle of inheritance is studied by same Mendel. Genes are found in dash. Genes are found in dash. Genes are found in pairs known as alleles. Very important. Just now we discussed. Genes are found in dash. Genes are found in pairs known as alleles. F1, F2. What does it? What F? What is the meaning of the word F? F means generation. F1 generation, F2 generation, F1 generation, and F2 generation. So F represents generation. Heterozygous means, simple answer, repeated MCQ. Heterozygous means dominant character. Heterozygous means dominant character. Homozygous means recessive character. Repeated MCQ. Homozygous means recessive character. Okay, repeated MCQ. Heterozygous means dominant character. Homozygous means recessive character. Dash regulates the character. Dash regulates the character. Just now straight no. Recessive character, dominant character. Which decides the character? Any idea? Factors. Other is called gene. That is a separate MCQ. Gene is other is called factors. FACTORS. That is also a separate MCQ. They ask. Match the following. Gene is other is called factors. So what is the question? The regulation of character is by genes, other is called factor. Never blend. What is the question? Never blend. Character never blend in heterozygous condition. Character never blend in hetero. Character never blends. See? This is how you should prepare NEET. Never blend. Characters never blend in heterozygous condition. What is maybe? Maybe. A recessive character not expressed in heterozygous condition may be expressed in homozygous condition. See, these are all true or false statements. No logic at all. Just memorize this. Maybe. Whenever you see maybe, always remember this point. Maybe. Characters do not segregate while formation of gametes. True or false? Character do not segregate while forming gametes. True or false? Come on, character will segregate. Characters do not segregate while formation of gametes is the wrong statement. The correct answer is they will segregate. In law of segregation, dash will segregate. Just now I told you. For your reminder, to go a little bit deep. In law of segregation, dash will segregate characters. Genes, this question they have asked minimum 10 times. So many times they have asked. Genes that are located in different chromosomes are called linked genes. Genes that are present in different chromosomes are called linked genes. True or false? Same chromosomes. Genes that are located in different chromosomes are called linked genes is a wrong statement, and the correct statement is same chromosome. Dash corresponds to gene arrangement. Dash corresponds to arrangement of genes in a chromosome. Dash corresponds to arrangement of genes in a chromosome. This is NEET preparation. What is your answer? Linked map. LINKED. Linked map. What is the question? Dash corresponds to arrangement of genes in a chromosome. If you don't know the question, you cannot answer. Read the question very well. Because linked map everybody knows. But they don't know what is the question for linked map. What is the question? Dash corresponds to arrangement of genes in a chromosome. PUNNETT. Punnet is a marine fish. True or false? PUNNETT. Any idea? Is it a marine fish or a sea water fish? No. Or a pond water fish or a lake water fish. What is the idea? Be very careful while answering this. Punnett square is for plotting of genes in that square. Okay. Punnett square. To plot the genes in the corresponding squares. Repeated, match the following MCQ. Dash occurs in meiosis. Which of the following occurs in meiosis? That time you should answer. The single answer should be assortment of chromosomes. See, when they give you 4 choice, you cannot answer this MCQ. But it is given the same line in your textbook. Dash occurs during meiosis. Assortment of chromosomes. Factors means chromosome. Yes. Factors means chromosome. True or false? Your textbook says that factors means gene. Factors, otherwise called gene. Change in genetic material. Change in genetic material is called point mutation. True or false? I am telling about genetic material. The key point here is genetic material. Think and answer. Change in the genetic material is called point mutation. True or false? Genetic material. Be very careful. If it is genetic material, always answer mutation. Mutation. What is your answer? Change in single base pair. Change in single base pair. Single base pair in both DNA and RNA is called point mutation. True or false? This is NEET preparation. It's called what is your answer? True or false? Change in single base pair. Single base pair in both the DNA and RNA is called point mutation. What is your answer? It is always a DNA only in point mutation, but single base pair. 3 words. Single base pair, point mutation, only RNA, only DNA. Keep it in mind. So in other words, I am going to make it very easy. Problem in genetic material means, problem if you see this word, the problem in genetic material means always answer mutation. Okay. If you see a word, problem in single base pair of DNA, single base pair of DNA, just answer the word point mutation. I made it very clear for you. Even if you read the textbook 100 times, you cannot get such points, catch our points, carry home message. So if you see the word genetic material, change in genetic material, just answer the word mutation. If you see a word, change in single base pair of DNA, not RNA, DNA, always click point mutation and don't forget Sheben. Okay. In Turner syndrome, TURNERS, the sex chromosome is XX. True or false? All repeat MCQs. All are repeat MCQs. In Turner syndrome, the sex chromosome is XX. What is your answer? It is XO. Turner's. TURNERS. The sex chromosome is XO. ZW is a male chicken sex hormone. True or false? It's a male, I am telling, male. In India, ZW. True or false? So ZW always represents female in a chicken. I think you know this better than me, right? In Turner syndrome, one Y chromosome is missing. True or false? In Turner syndrome, one Y chromosome is missing. True or false? In Turner syndrome, one Y chromosome is missing. True or false? See, in Turner syndrome, it is always the X chromosome which is missing. Or they can ask, X chromosome missing. What is your diagnosis? You must put Turner's syndrome. Be very careful. X chromosome missing. What is your answer? Turner's. X chromosome missing. Turner's. X chromosome missing. Turner's. XXY means Down syndrome. True or false? XXY means Down syndrome. True or false? XXY means Klinefelter's, K-L-I-E-N, Klinefelter's syndrome. Klinefelter's syndrome. XXY. This is a repeat MCQ. Match the following. Trisomy 21. What is the answer? Trisomy 21. What is the answer for trisomy 21? Trisomy 21. Down syndrome. Trisomy 21, Down syndrome. In Down syndrome, there is missing of copy of chromosome 21. True or false? In Down syndrome, in Downs, there is missing of copy of chromosome 21. True or false? It is not missing, brother. It is extra copy. Extra copy. Once you see the word extra copy, just remember Downs, D-O-W-N-S. See, now you can answer this. If you know the word meaning extra copy in Downs, you can answer this. Total number of chromosomes in Downs is 46. Total number of chromosomes in Downs is 46. Total number of chromosomes in Downs is 46. Extra copy, don't forget. Extra copy means Downs, I told you. So when there is an extra copy, what will be the answer? It will be always 47. So 47 chromosome, Downs. 47 chromosome, Downs. See, I am going to highlight some points. One X chromosome is missing. See the word X, not Y. Don't confuse, okay? One X chromosome is missing, not extra copy. Every word is important here. One is important, X is important, missing is important. So one X chromosome is missing. What is the diagnosis? Turner. T-U-R-N-E-R. I made it very clear. Extra copy. I think you know this now. Extra copy in chromosome 21. What is the answer? 21. You know Downs. D-O-W-N-S. Extra copy in chromosome 21. You know it is Downs. Very good. So trisomy syndrome is also called trisomy syndrome. Is also called which one? Trisomy syndrome is also called Down syndrome. Trisomy syndrome is also called Down syndrome. See, now I made it very clear. One X chromosome is missing. Answer, Turner's. Extra copy of chromosome 21. D-O-W-N-S. I made it very clear. See, you can ask me how much to remember all those things. They have scientifically proved that if you want to remember a video like this or a study material, you must practice this, hear this video for 7 continuous days. Not revision. This is called recall technique. Top scorers, 720 out of 720, they practice this 7 days continuous recall. They don't tell the secret outside. See, you hear this video for 7 continuous days. You can remember all the points for next 1 year. That's the power of this 7 days continuous recall. Okay, kindly share this great awareness video with your junior friends, senior friends, your biology madam and your NEET coach. Okay, and write some good comments about this video in the comment section. And after hearing this, my part 43 is also available in the same YouTube channel. Just go to that video. Okay. In Down syndrome, which chromosome is involved? In Down syndrome, which chromosome is involved? Chromosome number 21. Or they can ask chromosome 21 involved. Which is the disease? That time you should say Down's syndrome. Match the following. Repeat MCQ. This I told you right now. 47. What is the question? 47. First 47. I think you know the answer. Total number of chromosome in Downs. See this you will remember only for 2 days maximum. You will not remember anything unless you practice this 7 days continuous recall technique. If you don't practice 7 days continuous recall, you are wasting your time. Yes. What is mutation? What is mutation? Mutation means change in genetic material. All recall points only. Mutation means change in genetic material. So what is point mutation? Change in single base pair of DNA. Change in single base pair of DNA. Okay. So I'll make it very clear for you. So what is mutation? What is mutation? Change in genetic material. They'll ask what is, both sides they'll ask. Change in genetic material is called mutation. So what is point mutation? Change in single base pair of DNA. All the words are important. They'll keep double, they'll keep RNA, they'll keep both DNA, RNA. So NEET people are very brilliant. So be very careful. So change in single base pair of DNA is called point mutation. Very, very, very important. And change in the genetic material alone is called mutation. I made it very clear for you. Beta chain of hemoglobin. What disease? Beta chain. Beta is a separate MCQ. Beta chain of hemoglobin is what disease? Problem. What disease? See, whenever you hear the word beta chain, just remember sickle cell anemia. And also remember Sheben. Okay. So sickle cell anemia. If you see the word, always remember beta chain of hemoglobin. Beta chain of hemoglobin, sickle cell anemia. Why I am repeated showing 3 times? They have asked this question more than 30 times. Sickle cell anemia, beta chain of hemoglobin problem. Inheritance mutations are studied by what? There are so many techniques. You tell me one thing. Inheritance mutations are studied by pedigree analysis. Or they can ask, what is the use of pedigree analysis? That time you should answer inheritable mutations. They can ask in match the following. Choose the match, right? So pedigree analysis, always answer inheritance mutations. Change in the subset. Whenever you see the word subset, S-U-B-S-E-T, okay. Whenever you see the word subset, okay. Change in the subset of chromosome. Whenever you see the word subset, always remember aneuploidy. Subset means aneuploidy. Subset aneuploidy. Okay, keep it in mind. Okay, change in the subset of chromosomes is called change in the subset of chromosome number. I'm sorry, the chromosome number, number, number is called aneuploidy. But changing the whole set, whole set of chromosome is called what? Subset aneuploidy. Whole set polyploidy. POLY. All chromosomes show true dominance. True or false? All chromosomes show true dominance. True or false? Never. They'll ask true or false statement. That time you should answer never. Okay. Inheritance studied by whom? Inheritance studied by whom? Inheritance studied by Mendel. Mendel. What is the shape of punnet? Punnet. Punnet. They are used for studying genes. Genes. Punnet. Any idea? Yes, it is mentioned as square in your textbook. Punnet square. You have heard about this? Punnet square. What is plotted in a Punnet square? What is plotted? Plotted, plotted Punnet square. You must always answer what is this? Gametes. Gametes are plotted in a Punnet square. Genes are also called what? Genes, I told MCQ. Genes are also called factors. FACTORS. Regulating the character. Regulating the character is called what? Genotype. I think you know this. Regulating the character is called genotype. I think you know this very well. Regulating the physical expression is called phenotype. Very easy now, might get confused. Regulating the physical character is called phenotype. Regulating the character is called genotype, and regulating the physical character is called phenotype. Made it very clear. So how to remember? What is PP? What is PP? PP. What is PP? Physical expression phenotype. Keep it in mind. Okay, so no confusion. PP. PP. Okay. Physical expression is phenotype. Genes located in the same chromosome are called what? Genes located on the same chromosome are called what? Same chromosomes are called linked genes. Same chromosome. ரெண்டாம் எடுத்துருக்கு. This is repeat MCQ. Change in the genetic material is called, I made it very thorough for you. Change in the genetic material is called mutation. Correct? Very good. Change in the single base pair of DNA is called point mutation. Okay. So single base pair of DNA change is called point mutation, and change in genetic material is called mutation. Example of point mutation. Example of point mutation. Any idea? Example of point mutation. Any idea? Sickle cell anemia. SICKLE. Sickle cell anemia is an example of point mutation. In sickle cell anemia, the problem is in dash. These are brilliant MCQs. The problem is in hemoglobin, beta chain of hemoglobin. Beta chain of hemoglobin. Sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia is due to change in two bases. True or false? Sickle cell anemia, there is change in two bases. True or false? Same line they will give in MCQ. True or false? True or false? There is always one base in the gene coding for beta chain of hemoglobin. Okay, one base in the gene coding for beta chain of hemoglobin. I think this MCQ is a repeat MCQ. I told you before. Pedigree is used to study what? Pedigree. PEDAGREE. Any idea? Pedigree is used to study inheritance mutation or inheritable mutation. Pedigree, inheritable mutation. Come on, what is this answer now? I think you'll answer this now. Subset. What is your answer? Subset. In the number. Change in the subset of chromosome number is called aneuploidy. I told you no, subset number. Change in the subset of chromosome number is called aneuploidy, and change in the whole set is called polyploidy. PLOY, polyploidy. So I'll tell you again, if you don't practice 7 days continuous recall, you are wasting your time. Don't waste your time. 7 days continuous recall is a must. This question they have asked last year MCQ. Okay, last year MCQ. There is mutational basis for dash. No logic. There is mutational basis for dash. Can you answer? There is mutational basis for genetic diseases. There is mutational basis for genetic diseases. Which disease have 47 chromosome? Which disease have 47 chromosome? Chromosome 47. Chromosome 47. Down's syndrome. Kasarappa. Chromosome Down syndrome. Chromosome XO. Chromosome XO. Any idea? Chromosome XO. Turner's syndrome. Chromosome XO. Turner's syndrome. Chromosome XXY. Chromosome XXY. Klinefelter's syndrome. KLIEN. Felter's syndrome. Chromosome ZZ. Clark. Chromosome ZZ. Sex chromosome of male chicken. Chromosome ZZ. Sex chromosome of male chicken. What is the sex chromosome of female chicken? Sex chromosome of female chicken. Any idea? Female chicken. It is ZW. It is ZW. The chromosomes which are same in both sexes are called sex chromosome. True or false? The chromosomes which are same, SAME, same in both sexes are sex chromosomes. What is your answer? What is your answers? See, be very careful while answering such questions. The chromosomes which are different in both sexes are called sex chromosomes. So what do you mean by the word autosome? AUTOSOMES, autosomes. Any idea? Autosomes. Any idea? Chromosomes which are common in both sexes are same. Common in both sexes are called autosomes. Whenever you see the word common, always answer autosomes. See, I made it very clear. I have made it very clear for you. Whenever you see the word common, okay, just think of autosomes. Okay. But whenever you see the word different, think of sex chromosomes. I made it very, very clear. So don't forget what? Don't forget Sheben, okay? Okay. Human males have one sex chromosome. True or false? Human males have one sex chromosome. True or false? One pair. These are blunder mistakes we make. One pair. Okay. What is the question? Human males have one sex chromosome. How confusing. One pair. Human females have how many sex chromosomes? This is called NEET preparation. Human females have how many sex chromosomes? One pair. Always say one pair. Human male has dash number of autosomes. True or false? Human male has dash number of autosomes. True or how much? Dash number of autosomes. 22 pairs. Don't forget the question, okay? Human male have 22 pairs of autosomes. Now female. Human female have one pair of autosome. True or false? One pair. Human female have one pair of autosomes. True or false? Same. Autosomes means even male 22 pairs, female 22 pairs. Same. Okay. What is the use of linkage map? A linkage map. Any idea? Linkage map. Arrangement of genes on a chromosome. Arrangement of genes on a chromosome. Arrangement of genes on a chromosome is called linkage map. Repeated old MCQ. Linkage map. Arrangement of genes on a chromosomes. Genes are located in which site? Genes are located in which site? Genes. Genes are located in chromosome. Very easy, man, but they'll make you confused in the examination hall. Genes are located on chromosome. Chromosomal theory is for what? Chromosomal theory. Chromosomal theory is for what? Is for inheritance. Inheritance. Segregation occurs in mitosis. True or false? Segregation occurs in mitosis. Segregation always occurs in meiosis. Segregation always in meiosis. Assortment of chromosomes. Assortment of chromosomes occurs in meiosis. True or false? Assortment of chromosomes occurs in meiosis. True or false? Yes, meiosis. Chromosomal theory is an extension of dash. Chromosomal theory. Chromosomal theory is an extension of dash. Is extension of Mendel's law. Linked genes do not accept dash. Linked genes do not accept dash. They do not accept Mendel's law of independent assortment. Mendel's law of independent assortment. What is the question? Linked genes do not accept. Linked genes do not accept Mendel's laws of independent assortment. What do you mean by linked gene? What do you mean by linked gene? இன்னொரு 5 minutes போடுவோம் என்ன இன்னும் ஒரே சாப்டர் முடியும் இல்லை. Linked gene. What do you mean linked gene? Genes that are located in the same chromosome. Same chromosome. Same chromosome is called linked gene. Assorted together means what? Assorted together is for what? Is for closely located genes. For closely located genes. Assorted together is for closely located genes. Assorted independently is for distance located genes. Assortment independently for distant located genes. Genes located in the same chromosome are called linked genes. Character means is, just now we discussed before. Character is genotype. Character is genotype. Character is genotype. Why distantly located genes are assorted independently? Why? Due to recombination. You don't know the question now. What is the question? You know the answer, recombination. What is the question? Why distantly located genes are assorted independently? Independently. The answer is due to recombination. I think still you don't know the question. What is the question? Read the question. Why distantly located genes are assorted independently? The answer is recombination. Why did I tell you 3 times? This is a repeat question multiple times. Sex determining mechanism in humans is XX. True or false? Sex determining mechanism in humans is XX. True or false? It is XY. Humans have 23 chromosomes. True or false? Humans have 23 chromosomes. True or false? 23 pairs. Humans have 22 autosomes. True or false? Humans have 22 autosomes. True or false? 22 pairs. Why autosomes are called autosomes? This is NEET. Come on. Because 22 pairs are exactly the same in both the sexes. So autosomes means same in both the sexes. Autosomes. Example of single cell mutation. What is your answer? Example of single cell mutation. Example of single cell mutation. What is your answer? Single cell mutation. Phenylketonuria. What is the question? Example of single cell mutation. It is phenylketonuria. Kindly share this great video with your good friends. Okay, here my next video also. Stay tuned.